Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great episode of the Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed, a 50-state coffee journey USA. What the heck did I do? I took on a heck of a thing here. I decided that I was going to do one coffee. I was going to represent one coffee from every state in the country. That's 50, of course. And I was going to post them once a week on Sunday. Right? It became a 2-year process because it's a year of posting them. But it took me a year of research to find out what coffees I was going to do. All right. I had to look up a bunch of coffees in every state. The reviews, just a bunch of criteria that I used, own roasting, and on and on and on. And I even called them. They didn't know who I was when I called them. I didn't say anything about doing a series. I just called them. I asked them questions. I saw how easy it was or how hard it was to get a hold of somebody, to have somebody call me back. I emailed them in a lot of cases. And through a bunch of criteria, I came up with one coffee house from each state. And today we're going to be doing Rêve Coffee Roasters. All right. They have several locations. Lafayette is where their flagship is. Lafayette, Louisiana. Whoa, daddy, this smells good. Real good. I didn't have to open that to do that. All right? It's just coming out of this bag. It smells so delicious, as most fresh roasted coffee does. This coffee is the CP Special. It's a medium dark blend. You know what? What I like about this, which is cool, on the back, it gives you suggestions of all types of ways to make coffee and how much coffee and water to use. Okay. Now, I find when you do fresh coffee, like I've been doing on these reviews, besides the fact that there's nothing like it in the world, you use a lot less than if you're used to buying store-bought coffee. Okay, because store-bought coffee, obviously, by design, almost has to be stale. All right, they don't want the gases coming out. This is why this has this a lot of times. But anyway, a lot of these places will roast them for you, send them right to the house. Right? I talk about it all the time. Get 6 feet from the mailbox, you're already smelling the coffee. There's nothing like it. I can just smell this all day. But so you're going to use a lot less. I do. I've been drinking it my whole life, and I mean my whole life. And when I get these coffees, I use less than I would ever in any kind of store bought. And if you use a Keurig and you're doing your own, right, your own Keurig that you put your own in with just a metal screen, that you can fill. But instead of being the typical Keurig, it's kind of weak. Convenient, but it's weak. You're going to get a rich cup then when you do these fresh brewed. Right? Been doing this for a long time, I'm telling you. So, Rêve, what's going on? Louisiana, what is it? What does that mean, Rêve? Well, it means dream in French. They have a cool thing here. You can take a flavor profile quiz, and it'll tell you when you take the quiz and you answer the questions what type of coffee you like. And if you want to set up a subscription, they now know what to send you based on your profile. It's kind of cool. Their downtown Lafayette is the flagship location and roastery. They serve in-house roasted coffee, probiotic sodas on tap. I thought that was cool, by the way. Specialty espresso drinks, house-baked pastries, breakfast and lunch offerings. They have a mobile cart you can rent, just a cart. They put a barista on it. And if you have an event, you want to rent a coffee cart, they'll have it there with perfect coffee and somebody who knows to talk about it, tell you what it is, to make the perfect cup for you. Of course, they sell equipment and they service it for you. If you need service, you can have them come over and they'll put everything in mint condition, keep it running perfect, fix it if it's broke. Their coffees change, as most of them do. They're offering different stuff, different time, different blends, different single origins. As of now, there's over 20 that they're offering coffees. Outstanding service. I checked that out. Outstanding reviews. Outstanding coffee. All right. I've had a few other coffees. Today is the one that I've decided to sample. So there's a sweetness in here. A lot of times there is. It depends if you know how to coax that out of the fruit. right? This coffee is. It's so there's sweetness in it, if you know what you're doing. Honey, caramel, and chocolate is the taste coming out of this, if that's something you're interested in. And that's something I'm interested in. That's why I'm doing this one. But they're all delicious. They all have different profiles. You can look them up online. Check out what the profiles are. See if that fits your, putting a little heavy cream in it now, and I'm going to tell you why. Well, first of all, I enjoy it that way. And secondly, and I already know the answer to this, but to see if the cream overpowers the coffee or if it just enhances the coffee, where you get the beautiful coffee taste, which is what you want, but then the cream adds a little bit to it. All right, the cream doesn't overpower. And of course, the cream doesn't overpower. It enhances it to me. It adds a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of vanilla. And I just love a little cream in there. So after painstakingly researching this place, trying their coffee, this has been fun. And I have learned an unbelievable amount from this series. I mean, just unbelievable. And the amount of coffees and different things, and how to do research and what I learned. But it's been painstaking. It's been at times daunting. I thought it sounded good, and it did. And then I got into it, and I was all excited. And then when getting toward the end, I'm like, man, this takes a lot of time. This took a lot of time because sometimes the coffee didn't live up to it. I had to find the right place, and it was a hell of a journey. I'm going to tell you. But I did it for you. You can check out the playlist. Check out, see your state's in there. If you want to add something to this, if you visit or you're from here, something like that, I talk about the state too when I get done, because I make this fun. You can add to it. If you haven't been here and you're close, or you're visiting New Orleans, you should definitely, or Lafayette, Louisiana, you should definitely check this place out. But you go online and order some of these coffees. Like I say, you can get a profile, get in their club, save money. Very good. They got good. If they're on this series, okay, I've vetted them, and they're stellar. What is the capital of Louisiana? Red Stick, Baton Rouge. Population 4,648,794 people as of the last survey in 2019. Over 52,000 square miles. The languages are English, French, and Spanish. Let's see here. Central Time Zone. What else we got? What's the nickname of Louisiana? Well, mostly well known as the Pelican State, which I never heard that. The Creole State, we all have heard that. And the Bayou State, I've heard that. And I got to say, now that I said Creole State, if you can find, okay, I'm in Kentucky here. If you can find a good place, Cajun food, man, that's one of my favorites. We had a place up here. A guy came from there. He opened up, his brother was a doctor. He was a chef. Opened up a Creole place here. His mother actually made the peanut butter pies by hand. Woo! I knew it was going to happen. It happened. He became very successful. Lines out the door. I knew it was coming. And then he sold them and I'm like, damn it, it'll never be the same. Enough of that. A shout out to your food, I guess. What I'm saying. The tallest state dome. I didn't know this. Louisiana has the highest state dome in the United States. 450 foot tall, 34 floors. It's kind of pretty cool. The oldest city, Louisiana has the oldest city established in 1714. I'm going to say the name, and the people who live there are going to go, why did he try it? Natchitoches? Maybe that's right. Probably not. Okay, this is interesting. Once Louisiana State was divided into counties, right? Most states are divided into counties. With 19 parishes in 1807, these units of native government were put back, previously administered by local churches. Now Louisiana has 64 parishes. So instead of counties, they have parishes. And I guess I never put it together, but the churches used to run these parishes. I don't know. I find that cool. And all this time, I didn't know why the hell they called them parishes. But there it is. Traditionally, cemeteries faced east-west as a sign of the starting of life with the morning sun and the last of life with the dusk. Didn't know that. Surprisingly, Louisiana has the only cemetery that faces north-south instead of east-west. It happened maybe Maybe the mortician didn't have a compass. Well, okay. Too many people were buried there before they realized a mistake, so they just kept rolling with it. It's not really a mistake. Come on. Color representation. You may know color represents different virtue, like purple, justice, gold, power, green, faith. I didn't know that. I guess that's their colors. The official state drink of Louisiana is, this is going to surprise me, milk. Because I don't picture that place having a lot of dairy cows. And I've been to New Orleans. Don't remember a lot of milk being drank there. Oh, well. Okay, milk. I don't know who the hell's drinking it, but I guess somebody is, because I was in for the Mardi Gras. There wasn't enough. Now, come on now, stop it. Used the Napoleonic Code, whereas all the states in the U.S. follow English common law, only Louisiana still runs under the Napoleonic Code. What? Learning all kinds of crazy stuff. Louisiana operates the oldest streetcar line ever, named St. Charles Streetcar Sequence. Huh. Continues to run since 1835. Oh, I didn't give New Orleans enough not New Orleans, Louisiana enough justice. I just went down there for the debauchery in one small part and then ran home. In the United States, the first opera was performed in Louisiana. That was the act of Ernest Gretry's Sylvain. It was performed in New Orleans in 1796. All right. Well, it goes on and on. The earliest fishing tournament in the U.S. was held in Louisiana in 1928. There's a bunch of interesting facts. Seems like a cool place to visit. Like I say, I did visit one small part of it. I remember the beginning. But they have great food. They have great food. They have good coffee. They have a chicory coffee, too. Whole thing. I did that. You could Google that on my channel. But this Rêve place made the list. It's a very select and unique list. Okay, the 50. And, yeah. So I hope you're enjoying this series. Hope you order from these people. I did the research for you. If you want to go on there and order, if you watch this series, you will be an expert in coffee before you're done. You will, because I spent a million hours. You're going to get the highlights of it. All the different brewing methods, the different types of coffee, the way they tease out flavors, the regions of the world, the way they blend it, the way they roast it. What else? There's all kinds of stuff, man. The way they flavor it. And on and on and on. And I'm telling you, different brewing methods. And I have this channel, by the way, if you're still here, and I hope you are. I do everything that has anything to do with coffee. So I do brewing methods, right? Grinders, everything. I also do everything that has anything to do with alcohol as well. So if you want to learn something about a wine, a beer, a spirit, anything, you see what's behind me here, check it out. And I always say, even if you don't drink it, you're going to know somebody who does. And you're going to want to give away a gift at some point, or you're going to go to somebody's house for dinner, because I have everything that has anything to do with wine on here. And you're going to want to bring a good bottle, unique bottle. I got everyday pricing all the way up. So you can, not only good stuff, I have bad stuff too, but I'll tell you if it's bad. But you can find the good stuff for the great prices that are unique, that are guaranteed to impress. So the channel has something for everybody. And the way you find everything on here is you just go to the playlist. Go to my playlist, read the titles, find out what's interesting, pop on it. I suggest you do that anyway. Check out that playlist, because I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I mean, if it has anything to do with alcohol or coffee, I'm talking if it's candy, if it's different type of foods, right? If it's alcohol or coffee related, it's in here. It's one of the most extensive playlists on YouTube. Don't believe me? Check it out. It's going to be easy enough for you to prove that. Thank you for being here. Check out the series. All right, I'll have the link pinned in the first comment. And I have other coffee series too. All kinds of coffees, decaffeinated, flavored. It goes on and on and on. I put detail in this channel. I've been doing it a long time. I put a lot of research into it. Just to let you know, I've been drinking coffee earliest with my grandmother, probably 10 years old, young kid at the table. That's what I think about when I think about coffee, all right? Italian family, it's the way it went. Did it all the way up to when she died. That was one of my favorite things, to sit there and drink coffee with her. And my memories of coffee. But anyway, there's a lot of memories. I was in the liquor business for many, many years. So I have a lot of knowledge about this stuff. So, and you should check out my TikTok channel under the same name, all right? Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed, because that's a whole different platform than this. If you like things a little quicker, man, you want me to get going, right? You're not into this long type video, then that's where you head. You'll get quick, cool, nice editing. I'm pretty happy with that channel. So anyway, and I do lives. So if you're on there, you get hit with a live, you can ask me questions, right? When I'm live, I can answer anything. You see something in a video, you have a question about it, boom, ask me live. I can take the time and talk to you and explain it to you. It's fun. It's a good time. All right, everybody. See you on the next one. I'm excited about it. This series has been fantastic. Already thinking of the next series. I'm a glutton for punishment.